legend reborn. One win away from the heavyweight title.
This Saturday night, Bellator comes to you live on the Paramount Network from Inglewood, California for Bellator 214, Fedor Emelianenko versus Ryan Bader for the vacant Bellator Heavyweight Championship of the world. This is a fight that we have been waiting for over the last couple of months since it was announced and since these two made it to the tournament finals. This is the matchup that the Bellator fans have been excited and clamoring for. This is the event where Jake Hager, for those who don't know who that is Jack Swagger from the WWE, makes his debut against the likes of J.W. Kaiser. For those who don't know who J.W. Kaiser is, I do not blame you. J.W. Kaiser holds a record of 0-1-0 and does not even have a photo on the Bellator page. Jake Hager, making his debut, is unlike CM Punk. Alright, he has a background in wrestling, collegiate wrestling. He's an NCAA champion, and he's making the transition into Bellator for the first time. And I'm not shitting on CM Punk, but let's face facts, he was never going to do too well in the UFC due to the fact that he did not have any talent other than being a phenomenal entertainer. Basically, plain and simple, I'm picking Jake Hager to win this fight. That's it. Moving on to the next fight. The next fight in your co-main event of the evening on this extravagant card to crown a heavyweight champion, it's Aaron Pico. He is 4-1, one of the best wrestlers you can see in the game today, a Golden Gloves champion from 2008. He is 22 years old. He is a young phenom. Henry Corrales has been suspect to being submitted by most of his opponents, and he's taking on the likes of Aaron Pico, who is known for taking fights to the ground if he wants to. If he so chooses to take you to the ground, you're most likely going to end up on the floor. So for Henry Corrales and his weakness of submission, this is going to be something he's going to have to avoid. Henry does have the knockout power, but the thing is, so does Aaron Pico. Aaron Pico's sole loss came in his first ever fight in Bellator, in his debut actually. But his signing was well publicized. This is a big name fighter. This is a fighter that a lot of people know very well. And to see him transition into Bellator, to see him have done so well, he's currently riding a 4-fight winning streak. Henry Corrales is currently riding a 2-fight win streak. Prior to that, he had 4 defeats alone in the Bellator cage, but they did come to some of the biggest names, Pucci Pitbull being one of them, and Daniel Strauss being another. So Henry Corrales has been in there with some of the biggest fighters. Will he be able to stand Aaron Pico's pressure and his ability to come at you and take you to the ground if he so chooses to? This guy's got a 16-3 record. He has 19 fights over Aaron Pico's 5. That is just showing you how much there is a difference. He's also 32 years of age, making him 10 years older over Aaron Pico. Will the young stud look as good as he's looked in his previous fights, or is Henry Corrales going to stop the momentum of Aaron Pico? This is a question we're about to find out, and we will find this out on Saturday. From a professional standpoint and from a logistical standpoint, I'm going to have to say that I believe that Aaron Pico is going to surprise many people for those who are picking Henry Corrales. He's younger, he's fresher, he's hungrier. He has that incredible wrestling background that tends to be the weakness of Henry Corrales. This is something that is going to play a factor, and this is going to continue to play a factor on this main card because the majority of the fighters that are here, from Jake Hager, wrestler, Aaron Pico, wrestler, to your main event, Ryan Bader, wrestler. These are where these factors are going to come into play. Now your main event is featuring Ryan Bader taking on Fedor Emelianenko for the vacant heavyweight championship of the world and to be crowned the tournament winner in Bellator.
January 26th, live and free.
That's the go!
On Paramount Network, the last emperor, Fedor Emelianenko, battles Ryan Bader in the finals of Bellator's Heavyweight Grand Prix.
Look, this is a fight that many fans have been clamoring for. And to make things clear, Ryan Bader is currently riding a 6-fight win streak. 4 of those victories came in the Bellator cage. One against Matt Mitrione, another against King Mo, another against Phil Davis. He holds victories over some of the top fighters in the division. Fedor is currently riding a 2-fight win streak. Both victories coming in the tournament. He defeated Frank Mir and Chael Sonnen. His loss in between those 2 victories, or before those 2 victories, came at the hands of Matt Mitrione by knockout. Prior to that, he was also riding a 5-fight win streak But that fight win streak that Fedor was riding was also coming off the heels of the fact that he had not fought in the United States during those fights. A lot of them took place in Russia. Now, I'm not trying to put shade on Russia, but let's face facts. A lot of those fights took place in Russia. You're not going to make Fedor lose a fight in Russia. It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Ryan Bader, on the other hand, has looked impressive in each and every single one of his victories, including the one against Matt Mitchell, where he was able to hold him to the ground and stop him from having any momentum to his advantage to try and turn the fight around. This is going to be a fight where Ryan Bader has the option to either stand with Fedor, where he's got the good knockout power, or to take Fedor to the ground. Fedor, on the opposite end, has the incredible sambo background and has his incredible knockout power. I do believe Bader's going to try and avoid the stand with him. Fedor is also 42 years of age. Bader is walking in at 35 years of age. There is a little bit of an age gap, but nothing too crazy. It's just going to come down at the end of the day to who has going to implement their game plan the best. I'm going to have to go with the younger fighter in Ryan Bader. He just has been looking like the fresher and better fighter between the two over the last couple of years. Fedor, he's getting up there where it's going to have to be time where he's going to have to hang him up. Look, I'll put it to you this way. Had Bader fought Chael, I don't think without question that fight would have been any easier for Bader than it was for Fedor. Fedor struggled a little bit when Chael was trying to take him down. I don't think that Bader would have been taken down even once against Chael Sonnen. That's my way I could put it to you. So Bader's my pick to win, and Bader's my pick to become the first ever two-division champion in Bellator, and will become the new heavyweight champion and the tournament winner. That was round number 2, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to move right on to round number 3. I'll see you there.
Plus a stacked card featuring one-punch knockout sensation Aaron Pico and the debut of pro wrestling superstar Jake Hager. Bellator MMA